What's up, fellas? It's your boy Schema back with another episode for the Dynasty. Here to talk about the over and under. Who can get over 56 points? Who's gonna stay under? Couldn't do it alone. Got Gab on the show. What's up, Gab?
What's going on, DML? Schemer, Beano, appreciate y'all having me.
All right, thanks for coming. We also got Beano, like Gab said. What's going on with your Patriots, Beano?
Man, you already know. We're just trying to get to the playoffs, man. Just trying to make.
Funny thing is, everybody on the show right now got a shot at the playoffs. That's all that matters. All right, it won't take long. Let's go ahead and jump into the first game. First game, we got the Chiefs and the Ravens. Right now, believe it or not, the Chiefs are number one in red zone offensive efficiency. 96%. That's amazing. 31 red zone attempts. He has 24 offensive touchdowns and 8 field goals. He going up against the Ravens, who are fifth in red zone offensive efficiency at 86%. He had 50 attempts, 33 touchdowns, and 10 field goals. So that's pretty solid for both squads. All right, Gal. What's your take on this game for us to over and under?
Ooh, man, a lot of speed on the field, no matter what position you look at. Off the back, man, I'm gonna have to go over. And I don't think it's gonna be a combination of both teams. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's gonna be one-sided, but I definitely see this one at least eclipsing that 75-point combination. I think it's gonna be a super duper blowout. Not gonna lie to you, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of track stars running up and down that field, man. Whether they trying to chase people down from interceptions or they just going on go balls, but it's gonna be a dandy.
All right, how about you, Beano?
I got to take the over as well. And obviously, I got the Ravens going over. I told my man Addy, like, hey, every time you got a game, I'm taking the over, and I'm going to stick to that, right? So I'm going to go over. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be 70% passing in this game and about 30% rushing collectively. But like Gav said, it might not be close only if the Chiefs can take care of the ball, man. You got Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. Should be a shootout. You can lock me in on this one in the parlay as well, Scheme. But I definitely got, I got the Ravens taking this W, man.
It might be a money type of game. It could be.
Let me throw some money in on that one too, Bino. You can't hog all that change, cuz.
Oh, don't worry, guy. You're gonna be on that spreadsheet too. All right, I like the over as well. We all agree. Moving on to the next game, you got the Falcons at the Washington football team. It's not too bad for a defensive team like Nuke. He's 11th in red zone offensive efficiency. 81%, 32 trips to the red zone, 23 touchdowns, and 3 field goals. However, the Washington football team is 18th in red zone offensive efficiency. Has 33 attempts, 20 touchdowns, and 6 field goals. All right, Beano, what's your take on this game?
I think this game gonna be over for the stats that you mentioned, right? It seems like both teams are good in the red zone, but I think we all know what hit stick bust is about. Super Bowl belt under, under the saddle and whatnot. So I think it's gonna be a defensive game. Definitely got the Washington football team taking this one. I just think hit stick bust is gonna show up and show out and use that run game to kind of slow down the clock a little bit. So I got this one going under, and the Washington football team with the W.
Okay, how about you, guy?
God damn, Bino, you done stole my pick, man. Listen, damn it, man. I'm going under 2, and I honestly think these two teams are run-heavy teams. Noop has a stud in the backfield. Bus has 2 studs in the backfield, so I don't see much passing going on. Not gonna lie to you. So I don't see this game getting over. Maybe 40 points might be a high combined, but I think it's going to be low scoring. A lot of hit sticks from Bus, a lot of running the ball on first, second, third downs. You might see a lot of first downs in this game, but not a lot of touchdowns. So give me the under.
I like the under as well. You say 40 points. I'm going to say around 45, 6, something like that. How about you, Beano? What do you think the score going to be? The total.
I think it's gonna be under, but barely under. I think, watching the football team gonna go up early. I think the Falcons are gonna try to pass, and I think, it's gonna be lopsided, probably like 40 to 16, maybe 13. I see it just barely under, simply because of that defense, man.
Yeah, cause I'm telling you, these two teams, they know how to pick it off and take it back too. So look out for that. Be careful on that one. All right, next game. You got Beano's Patriots against JB's Texans. The Patriots right now are actually fourth in the red zone efficiency. 88% it says, yeah. So 27 attempts in the red zone, 11 field goals, and 13 touchdowns. The Texans, however, managed by, JB, he's 25th in red zone offensive efficiency at 70%. And he's 37 in attempts in the red zone, 21 touchdowns, and 5 field goals. Now this goes back to the last show. He's number one in first downs. Now you see why he might have an average record at 5-5. Because when you get to the red zone, you gotta know what to do with the ball. Okay, based on that information, Gav, what's your take on this game?
Well, I'm gonna give you a little inside sneak peek on this one, Schemer. I'm going with the over. I'm gonna let you know that right now. But pre-production, while I got to introduce myself with the staff, Schemer, Beano, you know what I'm saying? One of Beano's homeboys, we was kicking it in the bag, smoking a little doobie. And he was telling me, man, he was like, yo, I know Beano's a humble dude on the show, but he said this week, man, he said Beano might be licking his chops from the start of the game with Pill Pop and Watson over there in Texas. So I'm going with the over, and I'm saying it's not even going to be pretty. I'm talking about I'm looking for the Patriots to cover by themselves. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm looking for the Patriots to put up at least 56 points by themselves. The Texans might get. I'll be nice to say they might get 17. But I'm just saying, from what the entourage told me, I heard the Patriots licking their chops this week. So give me, and this is gonna be one of my money bets too. Give me the Patriots. We going over.
All right, you might want to skip this. No, you want to talk about it?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Then I had to make sure we put this out after I play JB. Nah, for real, I got this game going over too. I think it's gonna be a shootout game. Just looking at the roster of the Texans and the roster of the Patriots, I think the rosters pretty much are evenly matched. I think Deshaun Watson is still a threat. That dual threat. He can run the ball, he can pass the ball, and I think that's what attribute to those red zone successes. But like you said in the beginning, those stats, I got 11 touchdowns or 13 touchdowns in the red zone versus 21. That might not cut it against a team that's actually getting first downs at will, right? So I'm gonna have to step it up on defense. But still, I got this game going over. I think it's gonna be a shootout. Got some speed on my side. There's some speed on the Texans side. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good game, good matchup. Definitely got the Patriots taking a win. I'll be stupid to bet against myself. So you can be in on this one over Patriots W.
Okay, I like the over as well. So you're looking at touchdown ratio 21-13. I'm looking at fourth in efficiency versus 25th in efficiency. So I like the over, and people like me to pick a winner. I gotta go Beano on this one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I gotta go Beano on this because that red zone efficiency is key. But JB is slick. Don't go in there half-stepping. All right, next game. Browns and Steelers. The Browns are 16th in red zone efficiency. 80% in the red zone when he gets down there. He had 30 attempts, 17 touchdowns, 7 field goals. The Steelers, however, another good number. He's 6th in red zone offensive efficiency. He's been down there only 23 times though. 18 touchdowns when he gets down there to go along with 2 field goals. Okay, Beano, you AFC. What's your take on this game?
It's a divisional game, man, but I got to take the over. I think the Browns would definitely reclaim their elite playoff status with this game. I know the last couple of games he played the Ravens, and it was a really, really close one. Almost lost my over on that one. Addy, need you to step it up. But I got the Browns taking the W. I think it's going to be over. I think the Browns just have an elite roster, and the gameplay from the Browns is just it's up there, man. It's up there. So when he plays the Steelers, I think it's pretty much going to be a run of the mill game for him. So I got the over. You know, they know each other really well. He probably already know the tendencies, the formations, and the calls and whatnot. I'm taking the over with this one.
Okay, how about you guys?
I'm a side on the other side of you here, Beano, man. My 2 years in the dynasty, if you'd asked me this question before, if the Steelers would even had a chance in this game, I'd be like, hell no. What you talking about? But now, man, honestly, he's been playing totally better ball than I think I've ever seen him play. So I think for that simple fact, I'm going to give him not a fighting shot in this match, but I think he's gonna keep it competitive enough to lose respectively and keep it under.
Okay. I have to agree with Gab. I like the under. Remember, the Steelers are 86%. He doesn't get down there too often like the rest of the league, but he is 86%. So you know how to take care of the ball once you get in the red zone. Versus the Brown 80% red zone offensive efficiency. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm going with the under. All right, next game is Bengals and Titans. The Bengals are 26 in red zone offensive efficiency at 69%. 33 red zone attempts, 13 touchdowns, 10 field goals. The Titans, which is a big surprise, to the league probably, but I'm number 2. I've had 36 attempts in the red zone, 24 touchdowns, 8 field goals, and I'm 88% when it comes to red zone offense. Okay, Beano, what's your take on this game?
I think this game going to be under, man. I see a very tight game. I see a very defensive game. I think it's two good users. I think this is going to be a chess match. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if somebody got they in a nickel defense and they slot on the other side that indicates zone, I think, the two users in this game is good enough to recognize that and point out those mistakes. But I do got the Titans taking a W. I do think it's going to be a good, classic, smash mouth football type of game. Run the ball down your throat, pass the ball when there's opportunities. So I got the Titans taking this one, and this game's going to be under 56.
Okay, how about you, Gal?
Oh man, looking at this game, to be honest, I'm not sure where I want to go with this one, man, because last week the Titans played a JV high school team, so they didn't have much competition, so they made it look pretty easy. And the Bengals, I honestly thought they should have had that game against the Chargers, man. I thought he played his ass off. So just an athlete mindset. I think the Bengals come out this week with a little extra shit. They give the Titans a little bit more run for their money than they expect. They make them put up a little bit more points than they expect. I'm going with the over. I don't know who's going to win just because I don't think the Titans got tested last week. I think they're going to get punched in the mouth early, and then we're going to have a game probably about from 5 minutes on in the second quarter on. I think we're going to have a real good shootout football game. But give me the over, man. I think it's going to be one of the real highlights of the week in the DML.
I like the over, too. I like the over. Me and Taz have had some shootouts before. We had some amazing interception returns before too, so it's gonna be a fast-paced game. I think Beano says it's gonna be like conservative. We'll see, because we both can play conservative styles too. What Taz shows up, what schema shows up, stay tuned. On to the next game. You got the Bills, who are 27th in red zone offensive efficiency at 68%. He's been down there 41 times though. 18 touchdowns, 2 field goals. The Jets, on the other hand, is 15th in red zone offensive efficiency at 80%. 30 trips to the red zone, 17 touchdowns, and 7 field goals. Okay, we're going to stay with Beano first on this since that's his division. What's your take, Beano?
Yeah, I respect y'all, but I still don't like y'all. I got 6, man. I think it's a divisional game. I think this is going to be a real good defensive game. Got Matty Ice, who know how to use it at linebacker, at safety, especially in the pass game. Both of these guys got a very, very good pass rush. Marley on the other hand, he know how to use them, that backfield as well and get them picks when necessary. So I see this being a defensive game. I see at least 1 or 2 pick sixes in this one, but I still got it being over because you mentioned the Bills will get down there. They'll get down there 41 times, but it's a matter of putting it in the end zone, right? So neither one of those teams, based on those stats you mentioned, are prolific at that. So I see this being a defensive matchup. I got this game being under 56, and I got the Jets taking.
Okay, how about you guys?
Man, so my heart wanted to go with the Bills, right? Because I've seen him play. I kind of like his play style a little bit more than the Jets. So just heart-wise, I was going with the Bills. And then you gave me that number of 41 trips and only 18 touchdowns. Hey, motherfucker, I ain't putting no goddamn money on you. You ain't getting the job done. Give me the goddamn Jets and we can go under. That shit is awful. 40 trips and 18. Good God almighty, what are you doing in the red zone? You're supposed to score. You're supposed to score, nigga. What are you doing? But give me the Jets and give me the under. That's the worst stat you could have told. 41 and 18. Good God almighty. Get the man out of here.
Well, you know what? You like the under. Beano likes the under. You already know what I do with Bill games, but I'm gonna tell you a key stat. I think 2 out of the last 4 games I picked for him to go over, he went under. You know what? I'm gonna stick to my game plan. I'm taking the over. Maybe would I put the rent money on it? No, I don't think so. Moving on to the next game, you got the 49ers, who are 9th in red zone offensive efficiency. Now, he's been down there 28 times. He's 20th. No, actually has 20 touchdowns and 4 field goals. So basically, 28th in terms of attempts, 28 attempts, 20 touchdowns, 4 field goals, 85% of red zone offensive efficiency. So that means 85% of the time when he gets down there, he's actually scoring. He's going up against a nice defense, which is it's the Vikes. 19th in red zone efficiency, 77%, 36 attempts, 22 touchdowns, 6 field goals. Okay, Gal, this is NFC. What's your take on this game?
Ooh, man. If y'all know me, man, I pride myself on my defense. So I'm going to go with under regardless. I don't give a fuck about what the hell's happening on offense. I plan on scoring more points on my defense than you do on offense, and you just going to have to deal with it. So I'm going with me, obviously, but just looking at it, bias away, man, you got 2 of the top defenses in the whole DML going up this week, man. This should be a fun matchup, man. Not a lot of points, so if you like all the scoreboards lighting up, this ain't going to be the game for you, man. 2 really smart dudes when it comes just to defensive game planning and scheming and trying to bait people into doing stuff. So I'm going to enjoy this matchup against the 49ers. Expect that L, motherfucker, but yeah, this should be fun.
That's real.
Okay, what's your take?
I actually have to agree with Gav, right? When you look at the matchup, you got an 8-2 team versus, a potentially 8-2, 7-3 49ers team. Like Gav said, that defense, man, I've been saying it all year. I've been saying it the whole season. Gav, defense is out there, man, and they looking to make plays. But at the same time, it depends on what Bruce shows up. Is it going to be Bruce that's multitasking, or is it going to be Bruce that's locked in, right? So that's going to dictate. But however, I see the Vikings walking away with this W purely off that defense, man. And then on offense, he seems to make the right decisions just to move the ball and have them not make mistakes. So I see the Vikings pulling this one away. I think this game's going to be under 56. Defensive battle, at least 1 or 2 pick sixes like I predicted in the last matchup. But the Vikings with the W, under 56 on this one.
Yeah, I like the under as well. We're going to all agree it could be the easiest under to call for the whole week. So I'm going with the
under. Some people schemer would take disrespect to that, but I don't have a problem with it, man. We ain't trying to score all the points. We just trying to win football games at the end of the day. That's all.
Now, moving on a game that's going to be just opposite of the 49ers and the Vikings, we got the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Eagles are 17th in red zone offensive efficiency. At 78% of the time, the Eagles put the ball in the end zone or either he kicks a field goal. He's had 32 trips to the red zone, 18 touchdowns, and 7 field goals. So I'm pretty sure he want that percentage to go up because he's an offensive machine. The Cowboys are 13th when it comes to red zone offensive efficiency, at 80%. He's been down there 41 times, 30 touchdowns, and 3 field goals. Okay, this is an NFC matchup. What's your take, Gal?
Woo, man. So the first time these jokers squared off, they managed to put up 86 points combined, right? So so you literally have to be a fool to say anything other than over. So give me the over on this. Expert might be catching his footing right now. Pope might be having to be more of a father a little bit more. So give me the Cowboys in an over, and I'm going to say they are going to eclipse their previous matchup output, and they're going to hit 90 points combined this game.
Wow. All right, Beano, how about you?
I gotta agree. I think it's gonna be over 56. I think the Cowboys are gonna take the W. I think both teams have a great passing game, but at the same time, both users, don't have the playbook that they necessarily desire. On the defensive side of the ball, both users individually, are still kind of getting adjusted to that. But offensively, they don't have any issues, right? So I think this is gonna be the game that the Cowboys bounce back. I think the Eagles got a chip on their shoulder after the last few weeks as well, but it's a divisional game. They know each other. They know their tendencies. I just see it being a shootout, and I would have to agree. I definitely think it's going to go over 90, right? I might have to agree with you, Gav, on that. But this is definitely a lock for over 56. I got the Cowboys taking the W, and you can lock me in on my parlay with this one.
We all agree. I like the over as well. This game might have the highest chance of going over, and I rank it up there with the Patriots and Texans game in terms of points. We'll see though. All right, moving on to the next game. We got the pesky Jaguars against the Saints. And in red zone efficiency, the Jaguars 20th when it comes to offense. He has 30 attempts, 13 touchdowns, 10 field goals. The Saints are 31st in red zone offensive efficiency at 58%. 29 trips to the red zone, 12 touchdowns, and 5 field goals. All right, Beano, what's your take on this game?
I got this game being under 56. I think it's going to be another defensive game. I think we all know what Squire can do on the defensive end. He's been stepping up on the defensive end, that's for sure, right? But like you mentioned, the Jags are pesky, He will be in this game, right? The Jags will be in this game, even if it's against a top-tier user like Sweets last week. Unfortunately, he's going against Squire, who's at the bottom of the league right now. So I got the Jags taking this one. I think this is going to be a defensive game under 56. I think the defense is going to score more than the offense, surprisingly. But that's my take.
All right. How about you guys?
You got Squire with the Saints, and you got under with the Jags. Start this off. Go give y'all the prediction right off the bat. Give me the over. I think, like I said, last week Schemer played a JV football team. I think probably the second best hit stick person in the DML, other than Bus, under is literally going to light Fast Lane's ass up every time he drops back. That's just my honest opinion. So, I'll give Squire 14 points at the max, but look for the Jags to put half 100 up easily.
Half 100. Jeez.
Half 100. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken nugget day. Man. Well, I see the game going under too. But I see under's defense scoring twice in this game. I really do. A couple of pick sixes or force one pick up and go. So that could lead to an over. But Squires' defense has actually been playing well. So I'm gonna stick with the under. Wouldn't bet on it, but I'll stick to the under. Okay, moving on to the next game. We got the Raiders and the Chargers. The Raiders are 14th in red zone, offensive efficiency at 80%. 36 trips to the red zone, 20 touchdowns, and 9 field goals. He's going up against the Chargers, who are 10th in red zone offensive efficiency at 83%. 36 trips to the red zone, 26 touchdowns, and 4 field goals. That's getting the job done. Okay, yeah. What's your take on this game?
Well, first of all, do we know what running back starting for the Raiders this week?
Damn.
Too soon? My bad. But honestly, man, it's crazy this game actually, because you have two dudes that probably have two running backs in the top 10, maybe in the top 5 in yards in the DML, but they both are probably more known for throwing the ball more than anything, and putting up points throwing the ball too. So it's definitely gonna be an over. I don't think H-Bo is gonna have any fire lit under him after his little recent run-ins with the law. I think he's gonna be really humble coming back out on that stream, and I think he's gonna take a humble ass whooping. So give me the over, give me the Chargers by at least 30, and you can come up with the total. Yeah, but it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad one.
Okay, what's your take, Beano?
I had to agree, man. I think it's gonna be over. I got the Chargers taking a W. I think HBO gonna have to go back to the old HBO before acquiring Atkins, and it's gonna be a lot of streaks, a lot of double moves from Henry Ruggs out there. But I think the Chargers is used to playing that, so I see the Chargers, like you said, covering at least 3 touchdowns, 21, to 30 points being up. So, and then that quick score ability of the Chargers too. He got a lot of speed on offense and defense, man. So I got the Chargers taking this one. You can lock me in on this one as well.
Okay, I like the over. I love the over too. There's no reason it shouldn't go over. Up-tempo game. We'll see what happens. Okay, moving on to the next. You got the Rams versus the Cards. The Rams are 7th in red zone offensive efficiency. The problem is he's only been down there 23 times. Has 15 touchdowns and 5 field goals in the red zone. He's going up against a good defense in the Cards, who are 12th in offensive red zone efficiency at 80%. Okay. Now the Rams are 86%. Keep that in mind. We just need to be down there more often. The Cardinals are 26 when it comes to attempts in the red zone. He has 26 attempts, 19 touchdowns, and 2 field goals. Okay, Beano, what's your take on this game?
I got this game being under 56, man. Like you said, the Rams got to get down there, and when you're going against a defense like the Cards, it's going to be hard to get down there, man. You know what I mean? And I think the Cards going to take the W in this game. You said he got 19 touchdowns and 2 field goals, which means that every 19 times that he actually is, every 21 out of the 21 times that he's actually going to score is going to be a touchdown. I got the Cards taking this one, man.
19 touchdowns out of 26 attempts.
Yeah, that's a pretty high ratio. That's at least 75% of the time he's getting down there. He's scoring 6. So I got the Cards taking this one, man. This one's gonna be under for sure.
And right, he's only been there 26 times. So when he gets down there, he does deliver. But like you said, both guys are under 30 attempts in terms of red zone. So yeah, I would agree that it's gonna be an under game. Okay, how about you guys?
Man, I'm gonna agree with both y'all. It's gonna definitely be an under game, man. The Cards, again, you got another top 5 defense coming in against the Rams, who, to be honest, are just too one-dimensional, man. Yeah, Flair might run the ball really good, but all he does is run the ball. So, I mean, Chris Murray knows that, man. He plays them twice a year. I mean, I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be nothing new. So, I mean, it's just going to be a normal walk in the park for him. He probably ain't going to try to embarrass him because, again, it kind of gets redundant when you keep playing the same person over and over. You don't try to beat him as bad. You're just like, man, let me get out of here. Let me get my win and keep it moving. So, I think Chris Murray goes in, handles business, and he's back on the block by 5:30.
I would agree. I like the under as well. This could be the rent money game. We'll see. Moving on to the next, we got the Colts and the Panthers. The Panthers are actually third in red zone efficiency, 88% when it gets down there. 25 attempts in the red zone. He had 16 touchdowns and 6 field goals. The Colts are 24th in red zone offensive efficiency at 70%. He has 30 attempts in the red zone, 16 touchdowns, and 5 field goals. Okay, Beano, what's your take on this game?
I think this game gonna be under 56, man. I think the Panthers is gonna take the W. I keep saying the same thing every time. When you play the Panthers, it's going to be a chess match. C-Rob, he must have played chess in high school. He had to be in the chess club because he's making good decisions, especially with that red zone stat. But at the same time, the Colts are not to be slept on. I'm trying to let y'all know now. Omatic is going to be in the game until he's not. I think this game's going to be a toss-up. However, I got the Panthers squeezing it out by less than 7. I think this game's going to be under 56.
How about you, Gal?
Beano, did you watch Mr. Randolph KOW's game last week, sir?
I did not.
All right. He was one of the 2 individuals that got 70 put on his head last week. So Toxic Gab, ain't no way in hell this game gonna be under. Once you get 70 piece on you, it's an automatic over. I don't care who you playing, motherfucker. I expect them to at least put 50 on your head. You can add the extra 6 points with 2 field goals if you want, or score a touchdown, goddammit. But give me C-Rob, give me the over. Randy might score some points because he do got that nice receiver. I'll give the Colts 21, but I see C-Rob at least putting 38, 40 on him. At least. Give me the over. Give me the Panthers.
Okay. I like the over as well. I like the over. Oh, my. I think it could be a couple of pick sixes to the house in this, too. We'll see. Both guys can do methodical drives, but I see a couple of pick sixes in this game. All right. Moving on to the next. You got the Bears and the Lions. The Lions are 30th in red zone offensive efficiency at 58%. He's been down there 24 times. Has 12 touchdowns and 2 field goals. The Bears, on the other hand, is 21st in red zone offensive efficiency when it comes to offense. He has 24 attempts as well, 13 touchdowns, and 5 field goals. So he sits at 75% when it comes to execution in the red zone. Okay, Gal, what's your take on this game?
Oh, man. Whew. Solomon Kane, you're going to get the win. Now, what Solomon Kane comes out and plays and actually gets the job done is going to determine whether I go over or under. And this is my reason behind that. Because arguably before this year, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Actually, I don't care about y'all feelings. Before this year, the worst 2 people in the league for sure were the Steelers and the Giants. Maybe Squire. You can add them 3. Them 3 teams. Now, it is hands down, without a doubt, the Lions are the worst team in the DML. It is a fact. So, Solomon, how much points you gonna put up on this sorry motherfucker, man? I see him at least putting 45. I honestly think if he gets out of his shoot clock methodical mode, he can go for more. Because the bank is open here. But I'm gonna go over, but barely. But I think it's still gonna be an ass whooping.
How about you, Beano?
I gotta agree. I gotta go over 56. We've seen the Lions a couple times. He got 70 put on them a couple times. You know what I mean? That's just not a good enough track record for me to even bet on an under. And I think depending on which Solomon we get, he might be eating some crawfish on a boat somewhere. Or he might have to put the crawfish down. But I see him coming in, taking care of business. He's gonna get the W on this one. But I got the over comfortably. I think, the Lions are still going to put up points, right? He's still going to put up points. It's the defense that's the question. So I got this being over. Bears taking the W on this one.
I like the Bears winning too. But as Gav said, how many points? Solomon Kane will sit on a 35-0, 35-10 lead or whatever. Can they cross the 56 points? I'm taking my shot at the yes. I have to say yes on this because I see pick sixes coming too. So I'm gonna depend on that. Moving on to the next game, you got the Broncos and the Dolphins. The Broncos are 22nd when it comes to offense, in the red zone in terms of execution in the red zone on the offensive side of the ball. He has 37 attempts, 21 touchdowns, 6 field goals. He's going up against a good defense in the Dolphins. But when it comes to offense, the Dolphins are 8th. That's right, 8th in red zone offensive efficiency at 86%. And remember, the Broncos only 72% when it comes to execution in the red zone from an offensive standpoint. The Dolphins have been in the red zone 43 times. 26 touchdowns, 11 field goals. Okay, you AFC Beano. What's your take on this game?
My take is this, man. For those new users and new aspiring users, kind of like myself, if y'all want to watch how Madden teams are supposed to be managed and how gameplay is supposed to look, pay attention to this game. Do yourself a favor, to pay attention to this game. I think this is the DML game of the week. Honestly, you got two heavyweights going head to head. I got this game being over 56. I think it's going to be a lot of good passing, especially with, Sweets 99 and Titan there. He got Peters and Warden. It's definitely going to be a good passing game. And at the same time, it's going to be a good defensive game as well. And that's why I got to take the Dolphins, because Titan know how to play them passing lanes, man. He know how to call his coverages. I got the Dolphins taking this one in the close one. Definitely going to be a shootout. I see the total overall score being around 70 somewhere. So I'm going to have to take the over on this one.
Okay. How about you, Gal?
There's not too much that I disagree with Beano with on this one, man. This is going to be a shootout for the week. This one right here and the Eagles-Cowboy game, I think, will probably rival each other with who gonna put up the most points combined, man, because you just got two dudes who they've been playing the game forever. They've been good at the game forever, man. With the Dev, Sweets 99 and Goat Work Tight. But like Schemer said, man, the Broncos been down there 37 times, 21 touchdowns. That's probably not as high as Sweets is used to or wants to be at. And you got Tight, who's damn near Steph Curry from the line when it comes to the red zone. So, give me the over. For the winner, though, I'm going to go the Dolphins, and I'm only going to go the Dolphins because Sweet came on the show last week and was so disrespectful to experts, saying he was going to lose to that JV team from St. Mary's to the Deaf and Blind with an upset. So, only because of the utter disrespect from the Broncos, I'm going Dolphins and over.
Okay. Yeah. We all agree on the over. No doubt about it. This will be a shootout. It might be a couple of pick sixes too. So, yeah. On to the next game. We got the Giants and the Bucks. The Giants are 32nd when it comes to red zone offensive efficiency at 52%. 21 attempts in the red zone, only 9 touchdowns. Look, this is week 12 we're talking about, and just 9 touchdowns. 2 field goals against the Bucks, who has 22 touchdowns in the red zone, 3 field goals, and he's been down there 35 times. The Bucks are 23rd in offensive red zone efficiency at 71%. Okay, Gal, what's your take on this game?
I'm gonna make this one real quick. You ready for this? The Bucks, I believe, are the number 1 seed in the NFC right now.
Okay.
If not 1, maybe 2, but top of the NFC. The Giants are where they normally are, at the bottom. Give me the Bucks. Give me over. Next.
Okay, how about you?
I'm gonna have to agree, man. I think this one's gonna be over 56. I got the Bucks taking the W. I think Forrest's offense is extra potent, right? But at the same time, I don't think it's gonna be Forrest covering the 56 by himself. I think the Giants got a sneaky good roster, and I think they're gonna give him a little bit of trouble. So I got this one barely being over 56 collectively. The Bucks taking the W. You can lock me in on this one.
That sounds real good, but I'm gonna go against you because the Giants' offense is not good right now. He has to improve. He has the weapons to do it, but he has to improve, get another coach or something like that. The Bucks, on the other hand, are master at red zone interceptions. You know, I see some of his games, so I don't expect anything to change. So I'm actually taking the under in this game. I like the under. We'll see what happens, though. Okay, moving on to the next game. It's actually the last game. We got the Seahawks versus the Packers. The Packers are 29th in red zone offensive efficiency. He's been to the red zone 29 times, has 14 touchdowns and 4 field goals. His percentage is 62% when it comes to execution in the red zone. Seahawks are 28th in offensive red zone efficiency. 35 attempts, 17 touchdowns, 7 field goals. When it comes to execution in the red zone, it's 68%. Okay, Beano, what's your take on this game?
Man, this game is going to be over 56. I think the Seahawks took a couple of lumps early in the year, but he's facing an 0-9 Packers team. I think the Seahawks going to take the W. I think this is where they bounce back. You know, he gets his receivers back on track. Looking forward to seeing a little bit more from Mo, though. You know, I know the kind of caliber user he is, man. He can step up. I just think he needs to spend another season or two getting his team right. But for now, I got to take the Seahawks. I got to take the over on this one.
Okay. How about you, Gal?
Ooh, I'm not going over. I hear you with the Seahawks have been playing. We'll keep it a buck. They've been playing trash this year. So I don't have much faith in them. And Mo, man, here's the funny thing about Mo. Yes, Mo is 0-9, but he's a way better user than his record shows. And I'm not just saying that because he's in my division. But you know when you play Mo, for the most part, he's pretty decent, man. It's not going to be a pushover game. So with this being the last game of the week, and I really haven't made any really spoiler surprise picks yet, lock me down for an under. I'm going to go Packers win.
Wow.
And Mo gets his first victory of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. On to the parlays.
Oh no,
Okay.
What you got? You got the over or under? What you got, Ski?
Oh, yeah. It's so easy, man. I got the over. I got the over because I think the Seahawks are gonna keep the ball. I really think the Seahawks gonna control the game, get the ball back quick. You know, but we'll see. It ain't been the same Seahawks team. So would I bet on it? Nope. Okay. So moving on to the parlay. All right, Gal, what's your 14 parlay to put $100 on?
Okay, so off the rip, I already told you. Patriots, Texans. You know, Patriots putting up a shitload of points there. Give me the over. That's number one. Cowboys, Eagles. We said they scoring almost 100 points. That's going to be number two. Broncos, Dolphins, over. We said that's probably going to be another basketball score looking kind of game. So that's going to be number three. And number four, man, this one I'm kind of conflicted at. Because I could easily go with my guy Beano's guaranteed pick, as he likes to call him, that guaranteed joker, Mr. Addy and Lamar Jackson. Or I can go with Styles and H-Bo, man. Division foes, very familiar, known to put up points every time they play. I think that could be an easy one too. I'm going to leave Beano's guy to him because I know that's his man, so I'm not going to take his guaranteed pick. So give me, for my fourth pick, the Chargers over the Raiders for the over.
Okay. And what's yours, Beano?
Gav already called it. The first game, I got to take the Ravens, man. Taking the Ravens with the over. That's a lock. Lock that in. I'm gonna also have to go out on the whim on this one. I'm gonna say Saints and Jags under. I think the defense for the Saints gonna step up a little bit more. Another lock that's also iffy, but kind of not really, is the Giants and Bucks. I got that one over. And then for my last one, I'm gonna go with the Broncos Dolphins over, and that's a toss-up, right? That defense, both the defenses could step up. It could definitely change the that dynamic of the game, but I just like the offense on both sides too much, so I got to go with the over on that, man. That's my 4-game parlay.
Okay, I like that. Okay, my parlay gonna be Rams under.
Ooh.
I like the Jags under.
Ooh.
And I like the Cowboys over for sure. And I like, I'm gonna give Matt Ice another chance. I'm gonna go the Bills over. And
did you say that correctly? Did you say Rams under or Cards under?
Rams. The Rams play the Cards, right?
Right. But do you expect the Rams to win?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just think that game to go under. Rams versus the Cards. That game to go under. And for your $1,000 bet, your rent money, Beano, what's your rent money going down on?
Man, I got to put it on the Eagles Cowboys. Gav threw out that stat last time they had 86. I expected, like he said, to be over 90. That's my rent money right there. Eagles Cowboys over.
Ooh.
How about you, Gav? $2,000 going down. The house. Who you putting the house on?
Well, only because I don't ever want to share money with somebody if we both win. So I'm not going to take that pick, because clearly Beano stole the obvious damn Vegas money line pick here. But give me for my $2,000 bet, man. Ooh. I've been talking about this since I got on the show, man. Give me Patriots over the Texans over for my $2,000 bet. Beano boy, hey, if I don't get my money, I'm coming knocking.
Pressure.
I
got you.
Well, you know what? You might not like stealing nobody's picks, but I don't mind if you put $2,000 in my pocket. I'm going to pass over too. I'm going to pass over.
Let's go.
Put this out after we play, JB.
Let's go.
God, did I take the right over though? Did I take the right bet? No, I'm telling you. That was a game that was supposed to go over with the Texans before. It was 27-21. But that was the Panthers game, I believe. Yeah. But that was just my parlay. It wasn't the solo shot. But hey, I got the solo shot this time. All right. Anything you want to say before we conclude the show, fellas?
Hey, man, I just want to say, y'all, dog, I love this show, bro. Love what y'all bringing with this, bro. I wish we can somehow, and I know we're going to get the whole league into this shit, because this shit's fun, bro. Again, it's just coming on, you just talking shit with the boys, but this shit's awesome, man. Keep doing this shit. Schemer, Beano, salute to y'all. Show's amazing, dog. Keep this shit going.
All right, appreciate it. How about you, Beano? Any messages?
Not much, man. JB, go easy on me, bro. Make sure you don't pick up the blunt before we play, and the whole deal. Just kick back, relax, make sure the kids is around. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah, for real, Dynasty, hit us up, man. Y'all want to jump on the show? I think we're gonna keep this running for a little bit. I hope y'all boys enjoy it. Make sure y'all like and comment, share, all that good stuff. That's all I got.
Right on. All right, JB, you are improving. You know what? We depending on you to score on the Patriots, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be homeless when I wake up, dog. So to see the score. I'm tuning in, actually. I'm going to watch that game. It's the most exciting. Keep grinding. We're getting close to the high stakes. Just keep improving. Right now, who's the clear-cut winner for high stakes, in their opinion?
Go ahead, Gary.
I was going to say, you got to go Ravens right now?
Yeah, outside of yourself. I know everybody would pick themselves, but outside of yourself, who would you pick?
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, other than the Vikings, definitely I got to go Ravens right now. Just got to give you got to give Addy his respect, man. He got multiple banners, undefeated this season. He's just doing this thing, man. So shout out to Addy. I'll probably say him. He's probably the front runner right now.
Yeah, outside of Addy, I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks, man. I think he in that division, running that division. He's gonna be in the playoffs almost every season. He's guaranteed to get a high pick. It's just a matter of how well his run goes in the playoffs. We'll put my money on Force on this one.
All right. Based on what I've been seeing, I'll have to go with Addy as well. Just the front runner right now. But one more stat before we conclude the show. Out of all the teams and their favorites, people got favorite teams. Type were like the Dolphins. Addy is a 49er fan. Blah blah blah. What user is it most important for? Who needs to win to make sure they get their team they want in high stakes or Madden 22? Who needs to win? I got my pick on who must win if they want to get their favorite team.
Shit, I'll go first, Gav. It need to be the Patriots, bro. For real. We need to go ahead and try to grab these Eagles, man. We need to start making some noise in the playoffs, man. This division I joined is pretty tight. I don't think it was a mistake. I'm learning a lot of good lessons from this division, but I'm ready to get in the playoffs, man. And I know if I get my Eagles, I'm going to be there more often than not. So I'll put it on the Patriots.
Okay, so shooting for the Eagles. You're saying that you need to win the whole thing to get your Eagles.
Absolutely. When you got a team with 2 first-round draft picks in the next year's Madden, you got Jalen Hurts, who's already going to come in like an 80 overall, young wide receiver core, stout offensive line, aging defensive line, but you can pick that up in the draft. I already mapped out exactly what I need to do to grab my Eagles and be successful. So I'm just waiting on Atlanta.
All right. Okay. What's your input, Gal?
I'm not going to pick a particular user, but I'm going to say that I think, especially as we get closer to the real NFL draft, I think his palms are sweating a little bit because I think the Jacksonville Jaguars just become more and more enticing to everybody in the DML as we get closer to that. So I think that team is going to be the one that might go a lot sooner than people expect.
That's a good take because that's how I look at the 49ers. I think that Niner Time and Andy Force, I really think, based on how the team is set now, and you got that 3rd overall pick, that's going to have a huge influence on who gets the Niners. You know what I'm saying? On how hard to play for the Niners. So we'll see if they get a franchise quarterback. Remember, the Niners ain't had a franchise quarterback on Madden in a minute. Yeah, they had Garoppolo, but to start fresh, oh man, they licking their chops. So I think it's very important for Andy Force and Niner Time to win it all. If you don't win it all, you might be sitting at pick 6, 7. Do not expect the Niners to fall down that far. That's my take.
No.
That's it, fellas?
Yes, sir.
All right, we out. Peace out. Good luck.